How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Where you live in California?
In the Fresno area?
Fresno area. Oh, you got that smoke up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of smoke. Yeah.
A lot of
I
smoke.
don't live directly in the mountains, but like
Yeah.
the Creek Fire is only about like 2 hours away
Wow.
from us. Yeah.
Well, sorry. It's hard. So tell me how I can help you with your dating life.
Yeah. So
Why don't we? Hey, I got
I
it. I got it. Emily, I got it. Let's put you on the screen and we can take calls. Guys, here's
uh,
Emily. Send your number.
I don't know. I'm already talking to two guys. But I don't know what that's gonna lead to. So I don't know.
Well, that's the
I
thing about
mean
dating. That's what's so much fun about dating. You don't know where it's going to lead to,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm like very new to dating. Like I've been asked out in the past, but it's either been like by guys who I wasn't interested in, or people that did not meet like my non-negotiables.
What's a
Um
non-negotiable?
so for
Oh, what,
me that's like
wait, stop. Now you said you get asked out, right?
just a couple of times, but this is like in the past.
All right. And so you weren't interested in, did you go out?
No. This was like in high school, so it was just like,
Uh,
yeah, it was like two people that just weren't really mature. And I think at that time in my life, I wasn't really focused on dating and I didn't really see the point in it. I mean, like it was something like I do desire to be married someday, but it wasn't something like until after like high school I kind of was like, okay, I'd be open to it. Does that make
did you come
if
from
that
some
makes
sort of
sense?
a, did you come from some sort of culture that poo-poo dating?
That what?
That poo-poo dating? It was down on dating, like I kissed dating goodbye or something like that.
No, not like that. My parents actually, they never like, it was weird because they never really like talked much about the topic of dating. They were just kind of like, this is my, these are my situations that happened when I dated someone in high school. We highly suggest against it, but we don't necessarily say like you can't date in high school.
Oh, really?
So from that, I was just like, I guess like I don't really see the point. I mean, for some people it works out at that age. I feel like when
Okay.
you're that age, you're so young. Yeah,
I think, well, I've got two girls. They're kind of through that age now. They're 18 and 20.
yeah,
But I always encourage them in their dating life. I thought it was a really important stage, um,
yeah.
to learn about the world and different people, and some are safe and some are not safe. You want to avoid certain kinds of people. What
Mhm.
are you interested in?
Yeah.
And all of that. As a parent, I saw it as a very important developmental step. But so, what is your question now?
Okay, so I I met these two guys on this Christian dating app, and I have talked to both of them. Um, and I have talked to both of them over video chat, and they both live in California, but like a couple hours away from me. And so I think for me, because it's this is so new for me, and I have gleaned insight from friends that I look up to that are either have dated in the past or are dating currently, or I even have a friend that's married. So they've given me really like good advice in that regards. I think for me, it's just as a person, I tend to look too much towards like, okay, like worst case scenarios or like,
What's the
um,
worst case? What is a worst? What do you mean your worst case scenario?
I don't know, like even I think just the way I approach situations, if I don't know like what it's gonna lead to or I don't have a clear picture,
Of
then
course you
sometimes
don't. Whoa, 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 Emily.
I know, it's not
No, you
realistic.
don't know. You're advocating. So what do you mean you know? Do you know? Okay, look, Emily. Emily,
Yeah,
have you ever been shopping?
yes.
Okay. Have you ever been shopping because you needed a dress for
Yeah.
a certain event, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been shopping just because you need some clothes? It's not that specific.
Yeah.
Did you know what it was going to lead to?
No.
No. You got to go look at all the stores and look at all the racks and what's
Yeah.
this going to cost me? Is that I can't
Mhm.
afford that? That's some bad behavior, right? Or wow, this is
Yeah.
a good deal. Or well, that's
Yeah.
not. So okay, so you don't know where it's going to lead. So what's wrong with that? What's the worst case scenario? You wasted an evening. How could it even be a waste? You learned
That's
something that
true.
night,
That's
and
true.
probably
Yeah, yeah.
probably the guy paid for dinner. I mean, what a deal!
That is
I
true.
know I'm old
Yeah.
fashioned, right? So what's the question?
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of barriers here.
Yeah. I think for me, it's just I always sometimes like in other situations in life, or like sometimes like going into situations that are new for me, sometimes I overcompensate in my mind and think like, is this realistic? And I know it's good in a sense to think in that way sometimes, but I have recognized that sometimes when I do that too much, I like prevent myself from a good opportunity.
You think?
So yeah. Yeah. So I think for me it's just like I really want to meet these guys in person, but like getting to that point and them having like I know I would have to like see if they have that interest as well,
See if
and then
they have what?
figuring
Whoa, whoa, whoa! See if they have what interest?
in like meeting in person because we've only talked
Oh, okay,
over like video
okay,
chat, so like to be able to evaluate like oh like this like if this is something I want to move forward in or continue,
but how
like a
big of
person
a
I want to
risk?
continue
Wait
to
a minute. How big of a risk is it just to move forward to go have coffee with somebody?
yeah, yeah,
What the
yeah.
heck is at stake?
I know.
Come on,
I'm
Emily.
trying to think.
Let
Yeah,
me give
I
you a
know.
rule.
I think it's. I think
Let
because
me
I
give you a
want them
rule.
to
I'm gonna give you a
pursue
rule. I'm gonna give you a
me.
rule. Stop, 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 stop. I'm gonna give you a rule. Okay?
Okay.
Don't do anything unsafe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you don't give away a lot of information. You meet somebody in a public space after you've kind of somewhat
Mhm.
vetted them. I don't want you to do anything unsafe. But if it's not unsafe, what the heck have you lost?
That's true.
But what are the possibilities of what you could gain?
That's true. Yeah.
You might learn, I thought I liked a certain type, but the more I listen to them talk, I don't really like that person. I don't like that type.
Yeah.
Or I never thought a nerd could be so interesting. I might like nerds.
Yeah. That's true.
Or. I wrote a book called How to Get a Date Worth Keeping. Okay?
Okay.
You're not going to like it, I promise you. But I want you to read it. And I want you to
Okay.
be open to
Yeah.
it because I think it's
Definitely.
going to challenge you a little bit. Did I answer your question, by the way?
Yes. I think another part of the piece of it is like kind of setting up that initial date to meet in person. I know people have different views on that. I feel like the guy should pursue in that, but I also don't think the girl, the girl. I think the girl can still initiate in that. So I've just been trying to figure out that piece and with schedules and everything too.
Why don't you just say if you're getting to know somebody through all chatting or whatever, why don't you say
Yeah.
say, hey, you sound like fun. Let's meet for coffee. How
Okay.
hard is that? How hard is that?
That is true.
You need me to type
That
it
is
out?
true.
I'll text it to you. You can cut it and paste it.
No, yeah. I think some people, they overcomplicate that.
You
They like
think?
tell me different things. And I'm just like, why?
Why? Okay. I hope I answered
Yeah.
your question. I want you to get my book. In fact,
Okay.
here's what you do. Go to boundaries.me. All right.
Okay.
You can sign up to be a subscriber for free for 14
Okay.
days. Anybody can do this for free for 14 days. So that's
Okay.
long enough. I just put up there an entire thing on how to get a date worth keeping. And you can go watch it. Go watch it and then call me back.
Hey,
All
Henry,
right.
it's coming out on Friday.
It's coming out on Friday. All right. So,
Okay. Always.
well,
Yeah.
sign up now and take a look at the rest of the site. There's enough there to keep you busy till Friday. All right, Emily. You know
Okay.
what? I'm going to give
Thanks.
you one more piece of feedback. All right.
Okay.
We've had a little date here, right? We
Yeah,
got to
that's
talk.
true.
We got to talk.
Yeah.
That's what a date is.
Yeah, that is
I,
true.
I like you. I'd like to talk to you. And I'm sure a bunch of other guys would too. So there, go have coffee with somebody.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Good luck. Thank you for your call. Oh my gosh. People overthink this dating thing. Okay. If you're not going to do anything dangerous, then go learn. Go out with a bunch of people. Learn what people are like. Learn what you like. Learn what you don't like. You're going to grow in the process. Take a look at how to get a date worth keeping. Go on boundaries.me and sign up.